Aster.Aries are trying to bring this to a game 3. Whoop. Look at that transition. Here we go. Coming into this game number 2, Aster.Aries, they have been lacking, and JT gives me the sad trombone, of course. That is, you know, in comparison to what my beard looks like, and we'll see what they could do. Can they grow, or will they stay the same? Aster.Aries, it's been a rough road for them here in the Chinese DPC, but this game, with this draft, looks possible.
I have to disagree a bit with the panel. I love what Xtreme got. I think this mid matchup is going to be very, very difficult for Ember Spirit. Like, he's going to struggle so much. They kept this option open. They picked Monkey King as their 4th pick, and then they still decided to go with Drow Ranger. Like, I want to see a bit of a... Like, one thing I dislike about Xtreme Gaming's drafts is they don't have a real front line, so Paparazzi will need to be that guy. This is like one item... Echo Saber, Orb of Corrosion, or just casual Orb of Venom into BKB to be able to soak up damage. There have no damage that goes through magic immunity, so you want to get that BKB as soon as possible. And I think it's also a good Drow Ranger game. Against Luna, great matchup. You are also playing into Pango. I'll hold that thought, Kaka. And also, imagine not believing that Kaka Lion will carry the game.
Yeah, you saw it and you're like, all right, here we go.
Here we go.
It's
not even that good of a Lion game. Anyway, they saw Pango plus Enchantress.
Is any game right now a good Lion game? We don't see this hero.
Maybe against Naga Siren. I don't mind it too much.
All right, well, we'll see what it could do here with JT. I'm excited. Took her a spike level 1. You know, it's not here, but I still want the Kaka Nexus ass. One day we'll get that again.
Eventually.
Ghost taking a lot of damage top lane. Shanxi not afraid to just step up, and they've actually got Kaka in the top lane with this Drow. Come level 2, I could definitely see them playing aggressive to get a kill.
So they decided to put DY on Mirana. Bottom. I guess against the Enchantress, that's what they've been looking for. In case she takes the creep, insta-kill it.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of setup, they don't really have much. And Kaka now, with his Lion, putting in some pressure, putting out those right clicks.
Yeah, what's he got right now? Just that stick, some tangos, hoping for tranquils. Yeah. We'll see if that works out for him. What's he going to take in terms of the build? What are you thinking here? When you see the Lion, is there anything special we're going to see from a Lion in this game?
This hero doesn't get too much farm. I think eventually you want to get a Blink Dagger, as expected, maybe a 4-staff down the line, but it's going to be Tranquil Boots for now. At least that's what he has queued up. Big Camp is open, so Kaka needs to be a bit more careful. Does have Hex available, will pull the lane back.
Yeah, 7 charges still on that stick, and I'm waiting maybe level 2. See Ghost, what did he take? He's got himself the multi-shot with the Frost Arrows, and again, if you're not too careful, Earth Spike, Frost Arrows could be a problem. Whiteout is just getting beat up here mid, and he's got 7 CS, but still you see the right clicks Paparazzi's doing.
I think he has way too much. He played the lane really well. First 2 levels.
Earth Spike, here come the arrows, the Frost Arrows with the Hex. Red Panda in trouble, and the multi-shot, gets first blood, but it's for Kaka.
Kaka gets the first blood on his signature Lion, and now DY will get another one.
Yeah, TK getting run down, has the Starstorm, and that makes it 2 here for Xtreme to start off the game. So,
Paparazzi, I'm looking at this mid lane. Like, what White Album did is he pushed the first wave with his Flame Guard, and then pushed it underneath the tower, got level 2. The lane bounced back. So Paparazzi, like Monkey King in this matchup, should be the one controlling where the lane is, but White Album is doing a very good job. I think White Album overall, so far, like in his career, especially during previous DPC and this one, he showed that he's really good at laning, but tends to do some like really awkward stuff throughout the mid game.
Yeah, he gets a little reckless, right?
Yes.
So I feel like he's definitely one of those players that could be picked up come, you know, maybe next tour or something like that, where he swaps into something maybe a little bit more tier 1.
Swaps in bad play for good play.
TK running away, Nature's Attendants healing him up, and we'll be able to walk away from the damage of DY for a moment. But when the Nature's Attendants run out and the leap is up out of the high ground, DY is going to still continue to chase. doesn't quite have the damage anyway, and TK immediately salving after the right clicks come to a halt. So that works out there for the Enchantress in terms of not dying. But this is feeling like a very dominated lane by Xtreme Gaming in terms of what JT's getting out of it.
Getting way too much. He's not getting pressured. Enchantress has been zoned out, so he's getting some nice CS. But same goes for Ulu. Ulu sitting at 22 and 6, having a complete free farm on Luna.
Nothing really standing in the way of this Luna at all. They've been putting the pressure onto the Enchantress, and we'll see if that ends up being detrimental as the game goes on, and this Luna's gotten himself a bit of free farm. Again, another Starstorm out of TK forcing out those Nature's Attendants.
I'm looking at the mid lane. Paparazzi is now holding the lane where he wants it to hold. White Album can't get close. Even puts a 3rd point in Jingu Mastery, which I really like.
13 CS for White Album, so he is kind of in this awkward spot in the lane where Paparazzi just feels free to CS, and that's due in part to the fact that Monkey King kind of has a ridiculous right-click range. Can't get close. Jingu ends up being a problem.
He's somewhere in between Luna and melee heroes.
That's a little bit rough. Kaka top lane gonna die here to Shang-Chi. It was that swashbuckle kill, and kind of be expected. We'll see if when he respawns, if he goes over mid, because Paparazzi doesn't have a bottle.
Refill his Jingu stacks.
Yeah, I mean, that's hell yeah. That seems like that's very valuable. But if they could go and maybe get a stun out of it in a Hex, he could potentially get a kill. But instead, back to top. Red Panda trying to get a courier, and we'll spot Kaka. Scatterblast still hits onto Ghost as they go the Earth Spike, and now the Swashbuckle looking for the disarm. Ghost gonna throw some right clicks, get off to the side, needs to be away from Shang-Chi. Doesn't exactly land the silence though, as the multi-shot's not
the
enough.
last arrow doesn't hit.
But another Earth Spike now on a Shang-Chi. Cookie to follow this up. Kaka is low, but he's still scared of what Ghost's doing with this impact of the Frost Arrows.
That was so close. If they managed to kill, right, like both heroes falling back at the same time, going back to base, something we don't see very often.
That means lane is wide open for this Drow. Not something you really want to see if you're a fan of Aster.Aries. And both these heroes mid, they hit level 6. Remnant back and forth as we're going to see the Ember also TP back to base.
Does have a Remnant. We'll go back to mid lane, full HP, full mana. Paparazzi puts a second point in Boundless Strike. And now they're making a rotation.
Yeah, but Kaka's here. So Hex, Hurricane, Earth Spike, Red Panda, and TK are both here. So it looks like Kaka might be the one who ends up paying for this, especially with White Album coming over, and eventually they'll get the kill. Ooh, denying the tower, but now he's left alone bottom, so this is a problem. Look at the Wrath of Nature damage that comes in.
Not really a good trade. They lose the tower, they get the deny, but this opens up the map so much. First Wrath of Nature as well. You have such a great scaling lineup on Xtreme Gaming. You have pretty much 3 cores that can scale well into the late game. I also want to see what JT is going to build. I'm a big fan of Aghanim Scepter on Nature's Prophet from the offlane, especially when you play into Pango Ember Spirit. And I also said that they need a bit of a front line. So with that build, I think you're gonna tank enough for them to like just survive a bit more, survive a slightly longer. Monkey King, who even puts a 4 point in Jingu.
Hex again. And Primal Spring, Kaka. Not following that up immediately, but they've got the arrow. They have the Boundless Strike. Oh, the Earth Spike.
I'm not sure if it was not ready or if he was holding it.
JT into the trees, and they've got the damage. JT just kind of in no man's land, especially with an impetus shot and Elusive Beam there. They had him dead to rights, and his courier's also going to die.
JT. He's like, what do? I took this tower way too early. Usually we take it by 10-minute mark, and now pushes it all the way to tier 2 pretty much.
So doing well is bad for the lane, I guess.
Needs to pull the lane back, or he needs to farm triangle or farm the big camp.
He TP'd over to mid, so they want to get a tier 1 now. They just want to put the pressure on it to another tower. Nature thrown out once again, and they will glyph this mid tier 1. couple heroes coming in as they've got the Enchantress strolling over with White Album. But nothing really doing, and they're not going to be able to get the tower. They were thinking about committing on it, but with the rotations and the glyph, might as well go back to farming and have JT on his way.
I'll put that money to good use.
So is this all, like, even though it feels like Xtreme Gaming are dominating the first 10 minutes, like, the game's pretty much even.
It was a 2k gold lead until they lost JT, until his career got killed. Mask of Madness on Luna, finished. There are no stacks available for her.
That's unfortunate.
They can still get it. I mean, they've been playing this top lane, fighting.
TK just swiping 3 bounty runes that have yet to be picked up. He'll go to the Nature's Attendants, but will still die here to the Drow.
That's value. He picked up 700 gold for his team, and they got 250.
Yeah. I'm not sure why they just kind of let those bounty runes sit for so long. Paparazzi, not going to be able to pick up that Invis rune. His White Album will grab it. Again, not controlling the power rune, especially if you've got the advantage over mid, is going to slow you down a little bit in terms of being aggressive, right?
Yeah. This is a big stack that they are trying to farm up. Bango this time around, Shanxi not going for any, like, different... Like, I'm going for a bit of a different build, going for Urn. I don't know if he wants to get Spirit Vessel on the Pango, but I like it way more than what he did in the previous game, going for that early 12, 13-minute Vanguard.
Yeah. His lane did not go well in that first game, and right now he's right there with JT in terms of net worth, so a way better start for him this time around.
He's in a good spot. Has more farm than Ghost.
White Album sprouted, but will Remnant away.
Kaka was also level 5 there without Finger. I don't think they have enough damage to kill him.
Getting really close to this Ags on JT that you were calling for.
Gonna tank him up and also give them a bit more kill threat. 2 supports on Xtreme Gaming, a bit under-leveled. DY only level 4. Kaka bought the book, got himself to level 6, so now DY is trying to get some experience on the mid lane.
Yeah, while he's trying to do that, though, he's got a Satyr that's just being annoying with the Shockwave.
Full wraparound. 4 heroes from Aster.Aries around the mid lane.
Yeah, with Ghost in the vicinity, maybe he could react if they go in. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains, leap to avoid the swashbuckle, so staying alive. At least for now, but it does look like they're willing to give up this tier 1 over mid.
Oh. Paparazzi trying to make a solo move on Ulu.
X also over in the mid lane. They'll get the kill on Kaka, though. Red Panda killing off that lion.
Oh, no.
Oh, Wukong's not doing anything either for Paparazzi. Okay.
Maybe a bit rusty on his Monkey King.
Maybe, and now Ghost. I think he's just dead. Mortimer's Kiss is right on top of him. Xtreme, this is kind of similar to what happened in game number 1. They played like this sloppy mid game, and they started to lose a lot of the lead that they had. At least they get Shanxi, but they also lost DY, and these heroes, JT, if he dies too, this just feels awful.
Oh,
Finger
he dodges it.
Oh, wow. Still dies, but slick nonetheless.
Doesn't even get a finger stack, unfortunately. Kaka must be molding right now.
We look, no facial expression.
Now, you can tell inside he's fuming.
I would be.
What was that cloud on top of his head then if he's not angry?
Just the storm that always follows. God, that's unfortunate.
It's not just the kill that you get from line when you're getting those stacks. It's also level 15. You get 70 HP, so...
It's all about the HP that you want.
Oh, yeah, you want the HP.
That's what it's all about. X, JT in a bit far. Her spike lands, but JT's going to be controlled and killed off as the Lucent Beam, the right click comes in from Ulu with some impetus help.
These first couple of rotations from Kaka were not on point. He rotates mid, dies, then they kill him again.
Primal Spring, Boundless Strike, Arrow. He's got the Remnant. It's not terribly far away, but he's still trying to get the kill on a DY and will do so.
White Album styling on them this game. First he dodges Finger, dies in the end, but getting this type of a kill, and he thinks he's gonna need a bit more defensive items. Orb of Corrosion, just for some cheap damage, and now going into BKB. He's still the lowest net worth core at the moment.
Yeah, but still doing well in terms of performance, I would say. Maybe not
Considering what he's playing into.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bad lane matchup. And Paparazzi still didn't die this game. Echo Saber is completed. Going into BKB next, so can't disassemble that. Get a better timing on BKB. Ghost trying to farm up as much as he can, but Luna with this Mask of Madness Dragonlance.
Oh! Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains. Ghost is gonna die again. Well done by White Album. This is not, I mean, it's all right. Sure, you get TK, but that is not a value trade.
DY has Moonlight Shadow available after this ward kill. Let's see if they decide to maybe use Moonlight Shadow, but Kaka is showing on the top lane.
The difference in game one here too was like, Ghost was top of the net worth the entire time.
He needs so many items this game. It feels like, considering how it started, needs to be able to recover. But also, if he's in okay spot, doesn't necessarily need to be the most farm hero. You have Nature's Prophet. Like we've seen time and time again, Nature's Prophets from the off lane taking over that carry role if necessary.
We'll see if that ends up being the fix to this, because he's got that Ags now.
This is a big kill. Kaka, Finger is available. Ulu knows something is up.
Tumbler's Toy, there's the Finger immediately after the Earth Spike, and Uru's gonna die with the Wrath of Nature flying in. So they do end up getting that kill, and he does finally get himself a stack, so future 70 health.
Easy damage, easy HP, getting himself also closer to his Blink Dagger.
Yeah, right now he's using the budget Blink, Tumbler's Toy.
It's such a good... This item's going to get nerfed to the ground. I felt like it should have happened a long time ago. It's just too much value. If this is a tier 2 item, people will still hold it, even over some tier 3 items.
I could definitely see it being shifted out, right? Like they do those neutral shifts, get something new in there.
Bring back Mango 3.
Ooh, I'm super down.
Nah, I was not a big fan of that. There's way too many mangoes.
Your base was just a mango farm. Didn't make it mango time, though. I'm always a fan of that. So still a 1K lead here for Aster.Aries as they're going to smoke up and try and get the kill. They'll look for DY. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains with the Shield Crash Swashbuckle combo. The Urn, the Remnant. Oh, the Starstorm not going to do anything, so DY will fall. And Aster.Aries now have a 2K lead themselves. This is, considering the way the lanes went, not where I thought Xtreme Gaming would be at this point in the game. Oh, another Tumbler's Toy hacks. Earth Spike, Wrath of Nature, kisses to try and deter them from continuing this onslaught. But they get the kill and Shang-Chi falls. Red Panda now without Mortimer's Kisses.
Nicely done by Xtreme Gaming. They do get the kill. No overlapping this time around. They are also lurking around the mid lane, playing slightly more towards the Ghost, just in case that they decide to make a rotation on him, so they will be able to back him up.
Yeah, still kind of a hard kill to get going for Ghost now that they don't have Mortimer's Kisses. But the way Aries have been playing, I wouldn't be surprised. They have liked their aggression. Arrow! Oh. It's like, it sounded like Toad from Mario Kart.
Gotta play that game.
Fun one. Ghost still farming. This is no surprise. I feel like he's gonna kind of be in this like moment in his game where he's farming for a while, right? Like this is just farm for the next 10 minutes.
60-second cooldown on that Nature's Prophet ulti. So he's gonna spam it. Lanes are gonna be in a good spot. Now they equalize things. Paparazzi disassembled his Echo Saber. BKB is online. Hurricane Pike on Ghost as well. I think they're going to be fight ready relatively soon. JT also going into Maelstrom. And probably needs a BKB after this one, then go back for Gleipnir. But this, like we talked about the scaling lineup on their side, it looks really good. JT.
Rolling Thunder and catching up to JT. They've got the cookie to keep him controlled, but JT's still surviving. And now the Hurricane to pull him back into the loosened beam. JT will fall finger on a TK, and that is another stack that's not going to happen.
Kaka, this was his Blink Dagger reveal, tried to find a really good angle. He even puts like Tranquil Boots in his backpack so he doesn't get canceled, gets that extra movement speed. Can they lock him down?
And the arrow, so the right clicks, the hex, the kill on a White Album.
I think it also, like White Album, because he didn't have that good of a time in the lane, can't afford to get BKB as his first item. It's not going to slow him down as much since you have Lunar Blessing as your damage. Extra 28 damage coming out from that. During nighttime, it's global. Seems like TK will finish off this tower.
Ooh, Red Panda, he's spotted and he'll die. Ghost now getting some gold under his belt. That was worth 317. That's well worth.
Yeah. And Paparazzi got the last hit from White Album. Paparazzi again going back.
Kaka's all over the map.
Once he picks up that, well, all over the map, but yeah, all over the place with his spell casting.
That's what I was thinking. So, won't get that kill. Arrow not finding anything. So, that'll be the Maelstrom for JT, and he'll start to really up the numbers, right?
He's up there, third on the net worth. Like, Luna,
All these
2K gold ahead, and then you have 3 cores from Xtreme Gaming. So
Yeah.
they are sharing the farm. Double damage, spawn top. JT will scout it out.
So we'll see who they send to go pick that up.
It's
Or
going to
just
be
deny.
Treant.
Yeah. Could you imagine you could just get the Treant?
Treant DD.
DD.
Start split pushing.
Yeah.
Ancient Black Dragon with double damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Ice Shaman. Yeah, he's the siege one.
Yeah, you can tell by his teeth. He just bites the towers. Red Panda, level 11. What's the difference between him and the supports? Because I know the supports prior were down here on Xtreme and only level 8 for DY. So DY's behind. Take a look at the odds from esportsbet.io. It is favoring Xtreme Gaming. Do you think this is where this game should be sitting at the moment in terms of, like, do you feel that it's heavily favoring XG at the moment?
I think his game is much more even, even though I still favor Xtreme Gaming because of their scaling potential. And I also like that Paparazzi is going Deso, his third item. It's going to synergize nicely with Nature's Prophet, Drow Ranger as well. Gives you so much solo kill threat. Like Wukong Command, if he manages to get it off in a team fight, like even with their BKBs, I don't think they're going to sit inside Wukongs.
Smoke up from Aster.Aries. They're coming towards bottom with 3 heroes. JT TPing out from top.
DY. We'll try to scout things. He knows that
Breaks
there
the
is ward
smoke.
uphill.
Yeah, breaks the smoke, loses his life for it. White Album with the kill. Immediate reaction on that one. He also bottled up a haste.
While
But-
there was smoke, Kaka did plant a deep observer ward
Yeah, in the
inside the
base.
enemy base. So they do see couriers flying out, the items, potential smokes. Red Panda in trouble.
Wrath of Nature, Boundless Strike, Cookie not onto the high ground. And now the Remnant over to Kaka. With the kisses, they're trying to get a kill here onto the Lion, and they will. With the BKB being popped by
Still
White
holding
Album.
BKB on Papa.
Yeah, now he's going to try and turn. He'll look over, and White Album with the haste is just able to walk away from the fight, though.
Could have waited with that BKB slightly longer, I would say. Maybe once you get hit by chains, then you do it.
Right.
But this seems like it's going to be Roshan for Aster.Aries. Not sure if they want to contest. No BKB on Monkey King. No BKB available on Nature's Prophet. Ghost also thinking about getting Manta Style as his first item.
Arrow. Coming in.
Yeah, seems like it's just going to be Aster.Aries finishing it off. DY maybe tries to go for some kind of a
Triple leap,
play.
yeah.
Triple leap with Arrow, but Arrow is also on cooldown. So Ghost is deciding whether he wanted to get Manta Style or get the BKB. Both items are really good, but BKB just gives you a bit more. There are no items, again, that go, like, no abilities, sorry, that go through magic immunity, so getting a BKB earlier feels like a much better option.
Definitely wanting that magic immunity, and could still see Ulu top of the net worth. That is a early finger hurricane. Not gonna help. It's actually gonna make things worse because you're further from the arrow.
DY landed such a good arrow, even with the like, it would hit anyway, but even with the hurricane, the angle was so good that it's gonna hit both ways. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it just kind of made it worse. Bottling up a double damage, so White Album now having control of another rune. He's, I want to say, controlled almost all of them, right?
Yeah, we also see Nature's Prophet being super annoying, putting these treants inside enemy triangle, blocking off the camps. Xtreme Gaming, they're fine.
Yeah.
Not fighting into this Aegis for another 3 and 4 minutes. They're like, yeah, you want to farm? Well, we'll farm. We have 3 cores. There's a couple of items coming out our way. Deso Monkey, BKB on Drow, and BKB on Nature's Prophet. Once they get those 3 items, they should try to take a one big fight. DY again, gonna get picked off.
It shows off the double damage, but Kaka's in the vicinity as well, so that means they're gonna lose 2.
One too many.
Yeah, I think just DY's fine, but losing Kaka there is a bit too much. They still really want this Deso, but you can see Paparazzi spending a lot of the time in the trees. Like, he's getting vision, he's getting information, but he needs to get back down and start to farm.
The more you sit on the trees, the less farm you get. It's that simple.
So him and the other 2 cores on his team, they've got some decent farm, especially we said JT was going to pop off after he got the Maelstrom. Look at where he's at. He's in a great spot.
Really is. Luna still holding the first place. Level 18 Luna. Like, she's very high level. Ulu, Mask of Madness, Crystallis, Hurricane Pike, 8 second BKB. Did use it once in the previous fight. I want to see a bit more scaling from both Ember, even Pango, to match up what they got. Right now, he's only utility. That's Ravage.
Still gonna die, but
Style points.
yeah. Why he's just walking down like that is questionable. And they're moving again. Like, they want to go for this once more. And they've got the Rolling Thunder. Like, they're going to find JT and force his BKB. So these heroes on Xtreme Gaming, similar to Game 1, are getting picked off by Aster.Aries in the mid-game.
There. Pick off here, pick off there, but nothing too valuable, I would say. Still trying to delay the timings. Wait until Aegis is gone on Luna, and then take a fight. JT? Oh. So close. White Album needed an extra second.
Yeah, definitely. So, shard for Red Panda. That'll help his farm. Put some more damage into these fights as well with that upgraded cookie. Ghost's been pretty quiet since the landing phase.
He died 2 times and didn't die since, pretty much. Now it's smoke time. BKBs are available. And also Deso being delivered on Paparazzi. As we said, they are looking for a fight.
Only the wary.
Yeah, if they could time this right with the Aegis, that would be their best moment.
Slightly too early, 40 seconds. I don't know if they can drag the fight as much.
They've got Moonlight Shadow, though. They are towards the top lane, but nobody's home. Aster.Aries, they're all over bottom, actually. So, not going to find Aster.Aries while Ulu takes the bottom tier 2. And no glyph, but they need to respond. And Aster.Aries are going to respond to their top tier 2 being taken.
Oh, that's
BKB
an early
from
BKB.
Paparazzi. Shang-Chi with the Aeon disc means he survives, and this team's starting to come over from Aster.Aries, and now that you need to evacuate for Xtreme Gaming.
Not sure why Paparazzi's so afraid of. This is only Rolling Thunder we're talking about. They don't have that instant stun. Maybe like a cookie, but if you see it running, you still have time to pop a BKB. They can't just burst you from 100 to 0, especially with the 4-staff that, like, 4-staffs are being made on Xtreme Gaming, double 4-staff on both supports. you have one on Drow Ranger, she could push you out of the trouble if needed.
Dire are scanning.
They're still staying here top, even without the BKB. Pretty confident to continue this push, or at least try to.
Radiant's top tower is
We'll
under
see how
attack.
Aster.Aries react now not having Rolling Thunder immediately.
Olo is massive. 18,000, 29 minutes on Luna. About to crack level 20. Has Elven Tunic. This is such a huge item. You're playing into 3 cores that rely on physical damage. So you'll get the value from it. It does have a Silver Edge, so could potentially break Monkey, break Drow Ranger as well.
Yeah, going Scotty next, and then the Refresher. And Psychic Headband. All right. See who that's going to be passed over to. Nature thrown out. Nothing really doing. This game has kind of gone quiet.
It's been farm heavy. Xtreme Gaming now trying to smoke. And looking at JT's item, you know what's better than a BKB? Second
two
BKB.
BKBs.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. Where you could rebuy your BKB. Like you sell and to get a new shiny 10-second BKB back in the days.
Ooh, back in my day. It's always nice, though, when you think of new things, and maybe BKB level 2 is in our future in the next patch. That gives
I don't think that's ever going to happen. Like, BKB is just that item that it's extremely hard to balance.
magic immunity at level 1, magic immunity and physical immunity at level 2. Don't look at me like that, please. It's a great idea. 30 minutes into the game.
Make your own game. Like, balance it.
So 1K lead. So like even with the fact that like it does feel like Aster.Aries have had control of the map for a while, there's still 1,000 net worth behind. Like the farm game from Xtreme, as much as the map is open for Aster.Aries, hasn't really closed on them.
Shadows.
Why? Does have Gem and also Moonlight Shadow. Oh no, he jumped in.
Yeah. Arrow though onto Red Panda to get the kill there. Rolling Thunder used by Shanxi. And JT's got a kill over on the White Album. That's with the Wrath of Nature. That means they've got the root, and Shanxi's going to fall as well. First time we've kind of seen a discombobulated fight from Aster.Aries.
He blinked onto high ground where they have vision. His Aeon Disc gets procced. I'm not sure how he died after to Ghost because I was watching the other heroes dying. Too many heroes dying at the same time. TK now in trouble.
Yeah, JT is here. Try and run him down, and as the Sprout has that level 20. The arrow! Oh, no, not going to land, but let's see if it matters. Jingu. Sprout's getting his way. They've leashed him up. They'll even use the Wukongs to get this kill.
Paparazzi finally getting some stacks on that Deso. At 4 at the moment. 5K gold lead now for Xtreme Gaming. Roshan is going to be available in a minute. Another tier 2 tower taken. I feel really worried for Aster.Aries right now. In terms of scaling, it's just Kaya on Ember Spirit plus a shard. So he tried to go for more like magic damage oriented build. Pango also doesn't have an item that allows him to farm, deal damage. I see Yule Scepter. I think he needs to get a Basher to control them through the BKB because they have no abilities whatsoever.
Yeah, this is really not much impact from Pango. Like at times the Rolling Thunder was nice, and it was getting him or getting the team like a kill here or there because they had the jumping capabilities of the Blink Dagger, but overall it just feels like he's a non-factor.
This is a smoke. They're trying to get something done. JT will take over in terms of farm in a second. Does have that nullifier completed, so shield crash if he wants to be tanky against that Aeon Disc as well. 4 staffs. They have 3 4 staffs on their side. So gonna be difficult. Radiant using a scan. They know exactly where Xtreme Gaming is at the moment, but they are holding the high ground.
And they need to find the right way in. They're gonna blink forward. Paparazzi with the BKB very early. The arrow's not gonna land on the Red Panda. He's off to the side looking for the Mortimer's Kisses, and that's exactly what he'll do. But now Wukong's over with the finger to start the damage, and they blow up. Ooh, Ghost has more than enough damage to get him and White Album. TK falls to Paparazzi. He's wicked sick, and all of a sudden, Xtreme Gaming, it is a 10K net worth lead for them at the price of just Kaka.
this Drow Ranger completely uncontested. They use one BKB on Paparazzi, an early one, but it still doesn't matter. Wukong's command, Kaka finds a good opening on Luna, and they just burst her down. This Nullifier coming in very handy from JT.
So let's see it again. They don't get the kill on a Red Panda. Look how far Shang-Chi is.
Eon Disc already procced, does not feel too comfortable getting back into the fight, and initiation Luna just disappears.
So does White Album. Look at the damage he's just taking from Ghost. Like, that is insane. Just when you give Drow the right positioning, we've seen this, right? With like TA2000 when he plays Drow in the Western Europe region. You give Drow the right positioning, and they're going to make you pay quickly.
If she's uncontested, if no one touches her in a fight, she just deals so much damage. There's also, speaking of damage, double damage bottom. Plus Silver Edge about to be completed on Ghost. Needs his courier to deliver it.
Looks like DY spotted it.
Luna, like, I don't think Luna can solo carry this game. She's just not that type of a hero. Playing into 3 cores from Xtreme Gaming. Needs to get close. She's like half ranged, and also bad matchup against the Drow Ranger. She can keep her distance. Another smoke.
Oh boy.
This might have been caught.
Gust and
Oh
the
my
Rolling
god, down
Thunder,
to
the
half HP.
damage and the Wrath of Nature with the BKB from JT. They get the kill on Shang-Chi. So Ghost gets one. Ooh, on the run. Ghost with the multi-shot, the Force Staff onto the high ground, and they look over at White Album, but right-clicks again. Oh, Ghost! He is putting out so much damage. He just can't get the finishing blows on these kills until TK drops to DY, and they get themselves a second.
Luna decided to go in, gets crit once, maybe twice, not sure, because Drow Ranger has some sick attack speed. And she's instantly falling back. BKB, LT to try to zone them out. Yeah, this game looks pretty over. Also, in terms of high ground defense, Aster.Aries, they don't have much. There's no displacement abilities. Like, your best option is slight swashbuckle, lucid beam. I don't even know. Like, they don't have any big item coming up on their side that's gonna change how fights are gonna work, how they're gonna go. Luna sitting at 3.5k gold. Also, like, I'm a big fan of Divine Rapier, especially now with reduced cost, but I don't think Luna can afford to get Divine Rapier at this game. You might want to get a different item. Not sure if Scotty's gonna change things. It's a good Scotty game, don't get me wrong. You're playing into 2 range cores, plus also Monkey with his lifesteal. Maybe something like Aghanim Scepter could change it a bit more.
Paparazzi BKB doesn't get killed. I kind of agree with the not wanting Divine Rapier. Like, it just feels as though you're still fragile, especially with Ghost and the damage he outputs. You could just die in a heartbeat.
I think you need to play a bit of a different game. That's why I mentioned Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah.
Try to bait some BKBs with Pangoliers, Rolling Thunder, Ember Spirit getting in, and then using that Ags on one of them to try to get the damage done.
You see how willing these players are to just pop their Ags, like we just saw with Paparazzi on the Rolling Thunder. It's not a bad idea at all.
Paparazzi having the best time of his life, fake pumping Boundless Strike.
Always fun. That's like fake pumping the Thunder God's Wrath.
Rolling Thunder is the best one for me. The sound that it makes.
What does it sound like?
I'm not gonna do it.
So 22,000 net worth lead here for Xtreme Gaming.
You're the sound guy. Give me the Rolling Thunder fake pump.
It's like, yeah, it's like a... I feel like this is just another...
Another Primal Beast sound.
Doof, 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 doof. Gosh.
Holding the Aegis for another 50 seconds. They did dealt some damage to mid tower, top tower, bottom tower. Nothing too significant, but they tried to poke. Another DD. It's just spawned.
Anytime after 30 minutes, it's just DD. You can't convince me otherwise.
Kaka placed another Observer Ward down bottom to see inside the enemy base. There are no sentries.
Well, how much is that seeing right now? Now that the trees regrew.
Oh no, those goddamn trees regrowing every 3 minutes. Still catches a glimpse.
Yeah, so
Someone
that's not
gets
too bad.
close, gets hexed.
Yeah. JT still farming. He's in the triangle. He's going for that. What? All right, JT's memeing.
Radiant are scanning.
He's going recovery Midas.
Wants to get that level 25. Buy Midas, use it once, sell it.
Yeah. Well, now he's switched to Daedalus. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, just wants to have as much damage as possible.
Dire
Yeah, he also
are
wants that
scanning.
25. So, yeah, there he goes. Remove teleportation cooldown. And he can be with the team at all times. Or
Now the real
farming.
fun starts.
What,
He can
what?
farm,
Farm
anywhere.
anywhere?
Yeah. Outpost. Let's see where he decides to go. Takes over the whole map.
Going
Farm.
bottom for farm. Cut off those creeps. If he only knew there was a double damage bottom, then he could just TP to that. Then he'd be really in business in terms of getting himself some net worth. Ooh, Kaka. Finger to start with the Earth Spike. Nullifier right clicks in from JT in the multi-shot. They get the kill, but Ghost low. Wukong's command. Ooh, trying to get to the back lines to go for this Drow, but might have put himself a little bit too far. They've got the Hex. They'll get the kill. They'll take the Luna. 85 seconds without this Luna is a very big deal.
JT still holding his ground.
Yeah,
Great
Kicks
cookie.
and Cookie on a 2. And they'll get the kill on a JT. He'll buy back. They get the buyback coming out from White Album, but they'll take out Red Panda and TK. They've got the leash on the White Album, and they'll kill him off before his buyback symbol is gone, and they'll call GG. Xtreme Gaming will take the 2-0 over Aster.Aries.
3 cores that play the game, like mid-game, late game so well with items. It's just way too difficult for